Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Time. I'm Sean. So this week in theaters, I'm only going to talk about two movies, G.I. Joe Retaliation and The Host. G.I. Joe Retaliation is the sequel to the original G.I. Joe movie, came out a few years back. It stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Channing Tatum, Adrian Palicki, Bruce Willis, Ray Park, a bunch of people. This is going to be action-packed. It's a continuation of the story where the Cobra have taken power over the government with the president's identity being taken over by Cobra Commander. And you also have all these G.I. Joes who don't know exactly what has happened. The government, the president, call hit on the G.I. Joe's encampment. This movie was pushed back a whole year. They stated it was pushed back a whole year to do the 3D treatment to it, to put it out in 3Ds when it's coming out this week. But more than likely, the reason why it was pushed back was because they had some test study groups watch the film, and they had a bad reaction towards the fact that Channing Tatum was killed off so quickly in the attack against their camp. With the time of the filming and everything, Channing Tatum was coming up in popularity. Now this might possibly be the reason why it was delayed, because they had to do reshoots, maybe put more Channing Tatum in the movie. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it was because of the 3D treatment, or do you guys think it was because of Channing Tatum, because of his popularity and the big role his character plays as Duke? The second movie is The Host. It's made by some of the people that did the Twilight series. I have not seen the Twilight series myself. I don't know when or if I will see those, but maybe in the future sometime soon. This movie looks a little bit more interesting to me than the Twilight series. It's basically these aliens invade Earth, and they're like the body snatchers. They invade the people's bodies and erase their memories and take control over them. There is a section of the population of humans that have not been affected by this. They're in hiding. They're trying to rebel and reclaim their Earth. One of these characters, girl, is caught, but she's not entirely taken over. Within this lies the drama of the movie. Do these people take her back in? Do they trust her? Is she one of them posing to be one of the aliens, or is the alien posing to be one of them? Is it a trick? What's going on here? Like I said, this does look a little bit more interesting than Twilight to me. So I definitely am interested in this. But out of these two movies, I'm going to go see Retaliation first. That movie has all action-packed. It definitely looks exciting ride. Now, in other movie news, though, this week, I definitely want to talk about a few things. Olympus Has Fallen came out last week. It did really good in the box office. But there also was a debut trailer for another movie called White House Down. This movie stars Channing Tatum and Jamie Foxx. In this movie, it looks like in the trailer that the White House is being attacked from within. Maybe some mole or something with the government. It's not too clear, but in the trailer it says our darkest secrets are our biggest threats. So we'll see what happens with this. The reason why I want to talk about this is this seems like it's a trend in Hollywood since the early 90s, as far as I can go back and think, is that you have Dante's Peak and Volcano. You have Armageddon and Deep Impact, and now you have Olympus Has Fallen and White House Down. So do you think this is a trend, guys? Do you guys enjoy this when it comes out with a movie and another movie when they're similar in aspects, where they have like some type of same situational happenstance that connects them? In this one it may be the White House. The other ones are asteroids or volcanoes. What do you guys think? Is this something that Hollywood does on purpose? Do you think it's just by coincidence? Do you guys enjoy it, so you guys can watch one and compare it to the other? Let me know in the comments below. The other movie news I want to talk about is the new Wolverine trailer is out. I'm so excited about this. Now, I don't want to watch it on my computer just yet. I want to watch it when I go to see G.I. Joe Retaliation. I will put the link to the trailer below. So let me know what you guys think of it. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you excited for a Wolverine movie? It does take place after X-Men 3, so it's going to be a continuation from there of Wolverine's saga. It's not going to be a continuation per se of what happened in X-Men Origins. X-Men Origins and X-Men 3 were both kind of fall-offs from X-Men and X-Men 2. So we'll see where this goes. Now, I'm expecting a lot bloodier version of Wolverine. They've shown stills of his claws with actual blood on them. As far as I can remember, they've never had that in any of the X-Men movies. So hopefully we'll have a little bit of the Berserker rage in this movie, and I'm really excited for this one. So let me know, what movies are you guys going to see? The ones I talked about today, G.I. Joe, Retaliation, and The Host. There's a ton of other movies coming out. Let me know what you guys are interested in, what you're excited to see in the comments below. Alright, so for movie of the week, this week I watched Night at the Roxbury. Now, I gotta admit, and I'm a little embarrassed to admit this, but I've never seen this movie all the way through. I've seen bunches of it here, bunches of it there, pieces of it, I've never seen it in one entire sitting though. So, when I was recommended to watch this movie, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. So I watched this movie the other day, and I have to say, it's still funny. But it's not as funny as some of the comedies are nowadays. I mean, it's definitely a throwback. You look at it and you watch it, you're like, oh, I remember that, how that was back then. I remember that. You know, one of the lines was when the club owner, Mr. Zadir, goes, Jim Carrey, you pet detective guy, and it's like, that's how dated the movie is. It's from around that time period. So the movie is dated, but it's still definitely funny. Some of the laughs are more of a chuckle. Some of the laughs are really funny. Will Ferrell is one of his big movie breaks in this one. He's playing the dumb but actual kind of smart brother, and then Chris Kattan is playing the more vocal, seems like he's smart, but the stubborn. He's a blockhead. So you got two brothers, not very smart intellectually. They love the club scene. They love to go out. They love to party. They love to dance. They love each other. That's the main thing about this movie, is that they love each other. In this movie, they meet a couple girls who are after them for their money, which they don't have because they're hanging with the club owner. When they finally get into the Roxbury, the girls find out that they don't have money, and they dump them. They dump them embarrassingly on the side of the street. Will Ferrell and him then get in an argument. They split up begrudgingly, reluctantly, again, and they split up. They go to the guest house, and one stays in the room. So they're at this whole crossroads of whether or not they're still meant to be such best friends. They still love each other. Because of this, Will Ferrell finds a new girl in Molly Shannon. Molly Shannon does a great job in this movie. I really like what she does in this movie. The sex scene is really funny in this movie. She just does a wonderful job in there. No nudity, of course, but it is really funny. Overall, this movie, it's really good. I definitely recommend watching it still. It holds up, but at the same time, it's still dated. So even though you're laughing at the jokes, you still know that it is from the 90s. So I definitely recommend watching this movie. I definitely enjoyed it myself. You see some people from Saturday Night Live pop up in there as well, and also some people just playing themselves. It's a really good movie. I definitely recommend you guys checking it out. Alright? So let me know what you guys think I should watch for next week in the comments below. Let me know your questions, your ideas, your comments, your inquiries. Also click the like, share, subscribe button, and let's keep this conversation going, guys. So I'll see you next week, alright?